Long ago, in a quiet village by the river, there lived a boy named Shiraz. He was poor, but his heart was gentle and kind. His father, once strong and hard-working, had grown weaker with every passing day. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Shiraz's father called him close. His voice trembled, but his eyes were steady. "My son," he whispered, placing a small object in Shiraz's palm, "my time in this world is ending. But before I go, I want you to keep this." Shiraz looked down. It was a simple seashell, pale and smooth. "Baba, this is just an old shell. What will I do with it?" His father smiled faintly. "It is no ordinary shell. Place it to your ear, and you will hear the hearts of others, not their words, but their hidden feelings. Use it with care, my child. It will guide you when you are lost." Shiraz held the shell close to his chest. "I will, Baba. I promise." A few days later, his father passed away. The little hut felt colder, emptier. Shiraz sat by the river with the shell in his hands and whispered, "What should I do now?" There was no answer, only the sound of the water. With nothing left in the village, Shiraz decided to set out into the world, hoping to find work and a new beginning. After days of walking, Shiraz reached a land of dark mountains where the sky was always heavy with clouds. At the edge of a forest, he found a tall stone house that seemed more like a fortress. At the gate stood a giant with tangled hair that fell down to his knees. His voice thundered as he spoke, "Boy, what do you want here?" Shiraz bowed politely. "Sir, I am looking for work. I can cook, clean, or do whatever you need." The giant narrowed his eyes. "Can you cook? If your food pleases me, you may stay." Shiraz cooked a simple meal with wild herbs and rice he carried with him. The giant tasted it, and for the first time in years, he smiled. "You will work for me." Days passed. Shiraz worked hard, though the giant was rough and often cruel. One afternoon, while fetching water from the well near the back of the fortress, Shiraz heard faint sobs. He followed the sound to a locked iron door. Inside was a girl, pale but graceful, her eyes filled with tears. "Who are you?" Shiraz whispered. "I am Mela, daughter of the late king of Narin," she replied. "The giant killed my parents and took this land. He keeps me here, locked away." Shiraz's heart ached. "I wish I could help you. But how can a poor boy fight such a creature?" Mela looked at him with quiet hope. "You have a kind heart. That itself is a weapon." That night, Shiraz remembered the shell. He pressed it to his ear and listened. A deep, rumbling thought filled his mind. "This boy is clever. If he finds out my weakness, I am doomed. I must get rid of him soon. Tomorrow, I will eat him." Shiraz's heart raced. Then, the giant's thought continued. "My strength lies in my hair. As long as it grows, I am powerful. Without it, I am nothing." Shiraz lowered the shell, his eyes wide. "So that is it." At midnight, Shiraz crept into the giant's chamber. The monster snored, shaking the walls. With trembling hands, Shiraz took a sharp knife from the kitchen and carefully cut the giant's hair. Strand by strand, the power drained away. When the giant awoke, he staggered, weaker than ever before. Realizing what had happened, he roared, "You little rat! You have ruined me." But his strength was gone. He gathered his belongings and fled into the mountains, never to return. Shiraz rushed to the basement and freed Mela. Together they stepped into the courtyard, where the sky cleared for the first time in years. The fortress crumbled, and in its place rose a beautiful palace, as if the land itself had been waiting for freedom. The people of Narin gathered, their eyes shining with gratitude. Our princess is free. The curse is broken, they cheered. Mela turned to Shiraz. You have not only saved me, but my entire kingdom. What can I give you in return? Shiraz looked at her softly. I want nothing but a chance to stay and serve your people. Mela smiled. Then stay by my side, not as a servant, but as a partner. And so Shiraz, the poor boy with nothing but a magical shell and a kind heart, became king beside Princess Mela. Together, they ruled with compassion and wisdom. Shiraz often kept the shell near him, not to hear others' secrets, but to remind himself of his father's words. A kind heart can hear what no ear can. If you enjoy this story, please like the video and subscribe my channel.